It's frustrating, obviously, to be losing out on playing a game on Saturday, but not for the first time this season. Health's kind of the priority, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Things are up in the air a little bit at the minute. We're taking that stride, get on with it, and hopefully there's another game to look forward to on Tuesday.
And what's this been like, kind of the stop-start nature of the season? Because so far we've only been kind of indirectly affected by it, but it's creating a very kind of inconsistent season, I guess, for the lads in terms of physically staying going.
Yeah, I think it's like you say, because it's not necessarily our end that for our reasons that the games are being called off. I think that does make it a bit more frustrating. I'm not saying people aren't following the guidelines, but it's evident to see that us as a club and as players and as staff are all doing everything we can. So it is frustrating, but I think if you let it affect you, then it'll affect your football, and that's not what we want.
And how does it kind of take a toll on the body, so to speak? Because I know you kind of get into a rhythm that as footballers playing games either every 7 days or twice a week or whatever, but that rhythm is disrupted as well.
Yeah, I think it does. It does. We all want to play games. That's what we're here for. We want to be out there on a Saturday or a Tuesday night and play football. But the staff are great. They put sessions on, the keepers topped up, the keepers fit and still raring to go.
Would have been a game against York, obviously, and would have been shaping up to be a decent one as well, with both teams looking to keep on a bit of form.
Yeah, it would have been a good game, two good sides who were really looking to be up there. So it would have been a great game, but unfortunately we'll have to wait.
Yeah, and what are your thoughts on how the season started here? Because results-wise, things obviously been okay. Nobody's getting too excited just yet, but a solid start to build up. Yeah,
I think if anybody had have offered that, for the start of the season, we'd have taken it really. We obviously want to win every game we play in. It's not always possible. Things happen in games, and we've had to combat that. So I think we're quietly pleased with how things have gone so far.
And it always takes the period that we've had 5, 6, 7 games into a season before you get a feel for things, I guess. How do you assess the squad that's together now?
I've known from day one that we've got a very strong squad. I mean, if you just look at the substitute benches we have on a Saturday, it's ridiculous, and players missing out, not even in the squad who would walk into most teams in our league. It just shows that how well the squad's been put together, and the fact that nobody can kind of rest on the laurels because there's people fighting for their place.
Is that the thing as well? I mean, you're in and around the camp towards the back end of last season, and like you say, the strength and depth is here now, whereas last year perhaps struggling to fill a bench really. So that added competition within the squad helps.
Yeah, the competition's massive because you've literally got to be on it every day, not just on a Saturday, not just on a Tuesday when the games are. It's every day in training. Nothing goes unnoticed, and you've got to perform.
There's been a lot of talk over the last month or so about Rhys Williams, obviously, and the progress he made here and has gone on to make. Not making any comparisons, but just as another young player from a big club coming in. But what are your thoughts on Max and how he started? Yeah,
Max has been great. He fully kind of submerged himself into what we do straight away. It was you can get a lot of young players who come in and think the standard's not good enough for them, but that's totally opposite. As was with Rhys, have really got behind the lads and really got stuck in.
I get a feeling generally that mentality is a new breed of young footballer now, whereas those kind of coming down to the level, like you say, and turning their nose up at it, hopefully appears to be a thing of the past, which can only benefit both parties really.
Yeah, I think it might be taught a little bit now, and players know that you have to come out and get that experience, because I think on the majority of people are getting their debuts at the bigger clubs a bit later, so they have to deal with that and get games under the belt, and as well they know that their parent clubs are watching them the whole time too.
Brackley now, always a difficult trip going there. It's the same every season and won't be any different Tuesday.
Yeah, Brackley are always a difficult side to play. They're lively, they pass the ball well, and they're a real threat. So we'll have to be on our mettle again. As we need to be every week, I suppose, in this league. But it'll be another good test.
I'll end up cursing things now, but you don't tend to usually get too many 5-5s against Brackley. It's normally quite a tight affair as well.
If we can keep it less than 5, I'll be more than happy. No, we'll be looking there to go and get 3 points as always, and a clean sheet will always help.